Now I can talk about something way more fun, like Valorant.
Oh.
Oh, nice. All right. Howdy, 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 howdy. Got ourselves another dev update. We love when Valorant Riot drops a little something something from the team here. Check to see if anyone did a last minute submission. Doesn't look like they did. Let me check. Nope. Oh yeah, I gotta remind myself to do that. Oopsie. We'll do that the second I get a chance. All right. Okay, so we got ourselves a little bit of a fun little breakdown here. I'm a big fan. Always have been. I think Valorant's going in the right direction. A lot of people think this game's like dying, but I think it's fine. Is always a good sign. I even think the direction of the esports landscape is fine. Minus the like whole cheating thing, but like we'll get to that when we get to that. Or like when more information comes out, life's chilling.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us for another dev update.
Oh my god, this was filmed a month ago, like the beginning of this month. Good god. They're starting to get their details.
As we continue our 5-year anniversary celebrations. We've got a lot to share today.
Dang, it's been 5 years. Oh shit, it has. Yeah, this came out in 2020. Damn, okay. God, this game has been a part of my life for that long. Good night. This guy's just watching challengers right now. Because that's the VCT page. Maybe he's just watching the games. That guy's not working. Well, I mean, he might be working. I don't know. He's like analyzing, like, okay, what part of this game is actually good for the game and what's not? Good on you, man. Or he's just
Let's get right
taking a
into
break.
it. First, I want to talk about abilities. We've seen a lot of conversation over the last few months about abilities in Valorant, especially when multiple abilities overlap and start to overwhelm combat in some scenarios. We want to make sure that we're always maintaining the delicate interplay between shooting and playmaking that keeps gunplay at the center of the game, anticipating where your enemies are, and then weaving gunplay, abilities, and teamwork together to win the round is what makes the best moments in Valorant. We've rolled out several changes over the last few weeks, and I want to bring up Tiffy and Ryan to talk more about our plans for the rest of the year and beyond.
Okay, so what I actually think they're gonna do with abilities is they're going to reduce the number to some degree, because I have no idea if they're gonna keep the same number with this idea in mind, where you're able to play the game at a certain point with all these playmaking stuff and all this like, you know, team play stuff, and more focused onto the gun side of the game. I have no idea how you can balance that without like just lowering the amount of abilities that are in the game. Maybe having it to like one ability per each, maybe removing recharges entirely. I don't know how they're actually gonna do it, so I'm like kind of curious. They might just nerf everything, who knows? Like all flashes last like 0.5 seconds, or like all stuns are pretty like loose. Stuns are pretty loosey-goosey as it is. Like, I don't know, because then you're like, okay, what about smokes? How impactful do you need these to be for the game? You know, because it does impact gunplay to at least a little extent.
Hey everyone, I'm Tiffy.
What's
Hey
up, Tiff?
gamers. Oh, that's weird. That's Dan's line. Hey, I'm Ryan.
Let's
Okay. Little
talk
quirky
about
guy.
what we've been calling ability overload here on the live balance team. We're looking at situations where ability combos can sometimes feel overwhelming in combat, and we recognize that adding new agents with new abilities can increase these feelings.
And we do want our agents to make you think about the game in a new way.
I think about Clove. Clove really made me rethink what death means. And there's also Vice.
Vice? Vice made you learn what it means to be alone in dangerous enemy territory.
Oh, Tejo, you should talk about Tejo.
Yeah, so Tejo makes you consider the importance of an escape plan, essentially. As we look closely, though, at Tejo and how he was being played in the game, we realized that his guided salvos led to a higher frequency of checkmate situations without any opportunity for counterplay, especially at the high levels of play. So we reined him in patch 1009 to bring him more in line with other initiators.
We're going to be using Valorant's 5th year to take more of a holistic look at the game. Examine examine some of those spaces we've tried to disrupt or where some abilities are in terms of tuning. And as the game continues to change and you have a wider variety of abilities to deal with quickly, we need to make sure that it's easy to parse all the information at your disposal, whether that be smokes, flashes, stuns, debuffs, you name it.
Clarity changes are typically a net positive and don't have any unintended effects on other agents and abilities, so we'll ship these when we're good to go. And we've already started some of this work with things like the map updates, Brimstone Molly audio. You might have seen the Raze's explosion visuals being updated. And there's visual tells for health states of Deadlock's barrier mesh as well. And overall, we believe that the gameplay and balance are in a healthy state.
Okay, so actually not going to nerf the number of abilities. Okay, I was completely wrong in my judgment. So this is just like what? We're just out here, we're just going to, they're gonna now monitor abilities more closely? Is that what they're saying? Like, boil it down in essence, that conversation is just kind of like, yeah, we'll just keep a look at, like, very problematic abilities that, like, affect the game. And because there's too many of them, and there has to be counterplay. Like, there has to be counterplay, that's just kind of how the game has to go for it to feel fun, engaging, and rewarding to play. So how they're going to do that, that's going to be they're going to be tiresome work, I'm not going to lie, especially since you're trying to make gunplay the important part of the game. Just huge, I'm down. But I think there's a reason why, like, a part of my pillars is, like, gunplay mechanics is one pillar and, like, abilities is another pillar. It's just, like, so fundamentally, like, important to the game of Valorant at this point, where it's like, if you don't know how to use them properly, you're cooked. Especially as you keep going higher and higher. So I feel like what they're doing is they're just kind of looking at abilities that are super strong and tuning them as they see fit, and which is just kind of, you know, instead of looking at specific agents, they're looking directly at the abilities, which I think is better. Because, like, if it was just like looking at agent win rates and going like, this agent's too strong, instead now they're going like, how does this ability impact how they see the game? Because I can see, like, paranoia nerfs. I can see, like, obviously Omen's gonna get a nerf because that guy's going to have some sort of dumb, like, 90% pick rate at Masters Toronto or something like that. And I really do think paranoia is gonna get hit. His dark covers already got hit, and his teleports are probably the most balanced part of his kit. Hey, I think the paranoia is gonna have some sort of nerf to it, because that's an ability that doesn't really have a lot of counterplay. Other than, you know, like, think about when someone's gonna use it and why they're using it, and then going about it. Your power went out. Welcome to the stream, but I can't help you, man. I'm not an electrician. I'm a Valorant coach. I'm quite literally the last person you want, like, examining wires and stuff. Hello? I'm not in streamer mode? I need to fix that. Because I'm definitely streaming right now. Yeah, we will enable that real quick. No idea why that. Howdy, howdy, howdy. I hope, is it like a big, hopefully it's not just like a big storm. Maybe you get your power back soon. I don't know. I'm not where you are. Hoping that King gets his internet soon so he can play some games.
Right. We take a look at agents, maps.
New dev update, yeah. They just talked about ability overload, and essentially what they're going on about is they're going to start evaluating agents purely on the ability strength, not like the agent strength, which I guess is a good new way to look at it. I can't believe it took 5 years to have this approach, but it is what it is. And so they're going to just start nerfing abilities left and right, or like evaluating if they're like too strong or too weak. And hopefully they're kind of good at it.
Maps and weapons, just to see where they are in terms of presence in the meta, overall.
Oh, also they're going to try to get some more clarity. Like, you'll notice all those like shots that you're seeing, like the shooting puts a focus bar on people. That's a part of its visual clarity that they're trying to help. Should be kind of cool.
Strength and their sentiment across ranks. These are just a handful of the key indicators that we track to make sure that there's no outliers that we need to take a second look at. And of course, most importantly, we monitor how Valorant is actually being played with all of your feedback. So make sure to fill out those surveys you get in the client too. We're also confident that the changes we're making now and some things that we're exploring for the end of the year will ensure that we're maintaining Valve's core balance between gunplay and abilities. No spoilers though.
Some spoilers. So in the next couple of weeks, we'll be
Yeah. So to my knowledge is they're looking at the game from a lens of, I mean, I'm sure like agent win rate's still gonna be like a factor. Like they're not just gonna ignore it. Like if an agent win rate is high, they're gonna go like, huh, why is this agent winning so much? And they go, oh yeah, this ability's pretty nice. And so they have to be able to try not to break that character. They're gonna fix the passive thing? No. Fuck no. What are the only like 2-3 agents get a passive? Or something like that? Viper has a passive. Actually no, Viper doesn't have a passive. It's Phoenix, Jet. Does anyone else have a passive? Just Phoenix and Jet, yeah? There are only 2 passes about. That's actually really funny. Really? Okay. Okay, there's actually a lot more than I thought. So Astra's Astroform is a passive. Drift is a passive. Neon's Energy and Viper Fuel is a passive. And then the Terror Trail for Fade, the Globules for Gecko, Phoenix is like heating up. Reyna's Soul Harvest is technically a passive. And then the Viper's Toxin. Cool. Say no more. You don't count those as passives? I do. Because they're not like the initial, like, yeah, you have to press a button to get like the value of them, but Phoenix was built into the molly. No, his passive is literally heal. It's kind of dumb. Because everyone else takes damage. But I kind of maybe I would argue like Neon Energy Viper Fuel is not like passive. Like I would consider them like resource generation. I would argue that more over than like passives. You feel? But I definitely would fight hand in hand for everything else. Maybe less Viper's Toxin, but like everything else seems good to go. Oh yes, let me passively put bullets into my gun. True.
Revealing our new map with a little teaser here to hold you over until Masters Toronto, where you'll get to see the team do the full reveal. The map team like cooked on this.
All right, so this is the teaser. I saw like a little joke in the Asher World is a passive, then Omen Smoke Thing would be a passive. I wouldn't consider it an active, but I wouldn't consider it a passive. Just kind of like one of those switch abilities like Lucio's, like form swap, like a form swap ability. Because I would consider like the actives, like the smokes, the pull, and the stun. But it's definitely not a passive. You're not just passively in that. So those are the map teas. Make my passives more consistent. I agree. I think every agent should have, like, if some agents have passives, I feel like other agents should as well. I think that would be totally fine. I'm sure you could totally break the game doing that, but at some point somebody's got to say, okay, there's like 4 passives in this game, like 5. Let's just give everyone else like a passive. Let's see what happens. Because like Gecko's like refuel ability is like a passive. So like, okay. What about other stuff, please? Other agents? Come on, please. All right, but this is a new map.
This one.
Somewhere to lord out.
Something that aims to shake up how you think about taking and holding sites in Valorant. Each site is layered and complex, so that teams have to think pretty carefully about how you want to spend your...
Okay, so castle, little castle area. Looks pretty cool. I'm down. Some radiant light bursting everywhere. I'm happy. This is nice. This kind of reminds me of Mirage, or not Mirage. There's a map in CSGO that's played a lot, or at least this upper ledge, if it's playable. Or like easily accessible.
Utility to get onto site.
What? This Phoenix is dumb. I understand they're just trying to show up the map. That dude walled and flashed through a wall with cover. Okay, anyway. The map looks cool. They said they're gonna change how you should approach executing in like defending the map. I feel like that's not true. I don't know any like a fundamental difference is going to like be occurred unless you make a like if you make a like a break. I don't know. If you're trying to fundamentally change how people play the game, you have to add like a new mechanic, and I don't know if there's a mechanic good enough to like justify it. A map with a good mid. I think Fracture's a good map. It doesn't have a mid. I think Bind's also a good map and doesn't have a mid. I think there should be playable, like every part of the map should feel engaging and playable. I'm trying to think of a map that isn't really engaging and playable for mid. Fracture's Hell on Earth. No, I love Fracture. That map is so much fun to play. People give it a bad rep. Abyss is pretty garbage. Yeah, you're right. Like that is possibly like the one map I will fight tooth and nail that it sucks. It's the worst. It needs a dramatic change. I understand that they're never going to be able to get rid of the falling mechanic. That's just it's just what it is. What it is. But I think that was the worst decision they could have made for a map. And especially like they spammed that, like they spammed it to literally every site. Like every site and every like line has it. I don't know. There's just so many things bad about that map. Like obviously like the geometry of the mains are kind of trash as well. It's literally the worst defense map I've ever seen in my life. Obviously maps like Split and Ascent in the past have been awful, but Abyss just kind of showed it. Yeah, that's not going mid on Abyss was kind of funny. He's like, don't even bother. It's not even worth your time. Pick a site and guess.
That's enough. Anyways, I think Steven has just more fun news though about the new map. And we gotta go anyways, Koos. We have to go playtest the next agent.
Thanks, Tiffy and Ryan. With patch 11.0, we're bringing the new map to competitive queue day one. Most players are engaging with the new map for the first time in competitive already. And we want to better support learning the map in that competitive environment right away. And we know it's going to take reps before you're up to speed. So during that first patch cycle, which is 2 weeks, RR losses on the new map will be reduced by 50%. But don't worry, you'll still earn the full 100% when you win. We're excited.
That's very cool. That is just a buff to literally like the people who like spam 10 plus games a day. And they get that map a lot and like they win 3 and like lose what 5 and they're still up. It's kind of fun. That's going to inflate a lot of ranks. Which is it's a good thing for players, but a bad thing for the state of like relative challenge. Because other people are also learning the map. Yeah. I understand why. They're just like trying to keep people engaged in playing the new map. Like they don't just want like people to just insta dodge the new map because it's like, I don't know what the map is. But it's like you're rewarded for playing it more. Or like you're not punished as much for playing it. So it's like, sure. They just want people to play the map and get used to it. I guess it's a fine change. It's not like a game changer or a saver. I think it's like net neutral. There's some bad with it. There's some good. But it is what it is. The new agent won't clutter your screen? No, of course it's going to clutter your screen. What are you talking about? This is a riot. It's going to power creep 2 agents and it's gonna have like 70,000 particles. You don't know,
Just see how
right?
you
Come
learn
on.
and adapt
You
to the
play
layers.
League. Come on, you know what it's
We
about.
want you to feel more comfortable jumping in, be able to learn as a community, and
Unless they actually just straight away just make a terrible agent. That would be really funny. Like a super bare bones, bare minimum agent. That'd be really funny.
maybe dodge a bit less too. Next up, we're starting the conversation around a topic we've heard a lot about, smurfing. And that word is loaded. It's not a one-size-fits-all descriptor of the behavior that we see. Some players are dialed in for the night, and they're just performing well for their rank. Others are new.
Yeah. Yeah. True. That's correct. If you use Smurf as like your one like stop shop be all to like every single player that performs well, you just have like no eyes for the game. But there's a clear tell between like somebody who's really good for their rank in their area, a new player that's just like kind of getting the game really quickly and like transferred from another game, and it's another to be like an actual ascendant player playing in like these lobbies
Or returning and in the process of ranking up. But some have deranked with the intent to stomp, or are playing at lower ranks on accounts that they didn't level themselves. And that's an issue. So here's what's coming. First, we're increasing the barrier to sharing accounts, starting with multi-factor authentication. Our plan is to require MF.
Oh god, uh-oh. All right. Here it comes. Yep, the multi-factor authentication. Yep. Here it is.
Something like app or SMS verification, primarily for suspicious cases, and we're looking into it for all competitive accounts as well. Our goal here...
Dang. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. All accounts? Just to play comp? I don't know. I think having it for just suspicious cases is like okay. And like you're overperforming one week, they hit you with that SMS, you're like, fine, whatever. I already linked my phone number, phone account, whatever. I was cool with it being like only for Premiere, and then like you just play Premiere. That's totally fine. It's kind of like the Face It for Valorant from comparison to CS:GO. But to just like have two-step verification, like if you play well in a comp game and they hit you with the no buddy, text me this code I'm sending you because you're suspicious. I feel like that's a little tough. I don't fully support that.
Is to have more clarity and guardrails around who is playing on an account. We're planning to launch this year with more specific details to come. Second, we'll be adding an additional reporting category for players that are abusing matchmaking.
Yes! Dude, finally! You literally couldn't like report Smurfs at all. It was so fucking weird that there wasn't even like a report option for this. Obviously people are going to misuse this, and I'm sure that this is going to be a much more manual because they have a different color and all that. It's going to be a very much more manual process, guaranteed. What's up, Angelic? Especially with this one because it's going to be, and this will probably be what triggers like the verification step and whatnot. So fair enough, let's go. This is a good change. I like this. At least have the option.
This one's twofold. One, we want better data about when you think someone in the match was intentionally abusing the system with the intent to stomp on the opposing team.
Honestly, this will be a good metric to see what kind of like who are like the big whiny babies. Like that's such a good metric too, because you're just like this account just spams Smurf on like anybody who has like a 20 and like 13 stat line, and then you're just like, okay, this guy this guy is delusional, and you can kind of just ignore reports that way, and then you can kind of tell like, oh, this guy went like 40 and like 3. This guy's probably smurfing.
And two,
like every game.
Players are currently using the cheating category to report this behavior, and that's making it more complicated for our anti-cheat efforts. Rank and matchmaking abuse is a complex space, and we want to hear your feedback now. And
that's actually a good part too.
Online. This is a major step forward and just the start of more to come. Oh, and there's some overlap here with botted accounts. Just as a reminder, we've banned hundreds of thousands of these accounts to date. So if you have one of those accounts, expect that same fate. Next up, I wanted to give an update.
What is it? Are you talking about the account report karma? Because that was just like, if you're really good and very accurate about your reports are taken way more seriously. And if you just spam reports, yeah, welcome back. Howdy, your internet. But if you don't spam reports, or like if you do spam reports and they're all like false and whatnot, and you're just a whiny baby, they'll literally throw that shit in the trash. They just say, no, sir, you're not allowed. They just hold you outside of the door. But you missed like smurfing. They're taxing for it. So they're doing like 2-step verification, or they're going to attempt to go for it. I guess it's so from what I think I misrepresented it when I was talking about it, but I think it's like to stop people from sharing accounts, which is totally fine. I'm so down for that. I think that's way better than if it's just like if you want to play competitive, you have to 2-step verification. I think that's really dumb. But if it's just to prevent account sharing, say no more. I'm in. No worries. And then they're like, we added a report feature for smurfing, which is good. Because they were just reporting him for cheating. Support is harder than tank. True. You have less HP pool. Your position, like, it's a different subset of skills. Like, if your positioning sucks ass, you won't be as punished as tank as you are support, but you'll still get punished. It's just a little more rewarding. It also kind of depends on how aggressive you are. If you're super aggressive, play tank. You kind of have to have that little bit of a game. So if you're main trashing on every player because you're better, you'll be banned. You'll be reported for sure. You'll definitely be reported. That's definitely not going away. You'll definitely get reported. And you might have to verify that you're who you are. But I don't think they'll ban you.
About something we talked about earlier.
Especially because I think that's going to be more of like a manual review thing. Like a Riot dev is going to look at some of these. Or at least look at the numbers or something.
This year, we're adding more visibility into your behavior standing. Here's what we plan for it to look like. You can see any active warnings or penalties on your account.
Oh, what? Whoa, wait. That's kind of crazy. Wait, what? Wait a minute, what? Oh, that's actually a good system. Like, they let you know that you're trash? Goddamn, let's go. That's huge. Yeah, a little honor system. Like, hey, like you boot up, you go like oh my god, you like boot up your stream and you have like a bunch of followers and they just see that like, oh wait, this guy's toxic. Wait a minute, this is good. This is a good change. I like this. I like this a lot. Keeps you honest. And if this is shareable, oh, say no more. I will require. Oh, this is good for my coaching. I'll require people to have a good honor system. If you're like a bad player, nope. Get owned.
Along with what penalty?
The dev board? No, it's a good change. It allows you to see like your stat, and this will probably be what indicates to you that hey, you're about to get checked if you're like cheating or like smurfing or something like that.
May be coming next if you don't shape up.
Whoa! Wait a minute. This is huge. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. So oh wow, it shows you it shows you what you do. Wow, this is sick. So there's intervention, so active interventions and like behaviors. Wow, that's crazy. That's such a good change. Yeah, they like to mess with the UI a lot because they just like changing things. I do too. I like when things are new, like the new fonts and stuff. That's crazy. So you can get restricted from friendly fire. You can if they check your tank. Yeah, self damage. I mean, is what it is. I'm sure like they can tell the difference between like you just running into mollies. Like if people if they start recognizing that people are just jumping into like your teammates' brims like mollies and stuff like that, I'm sure they're just gonna be like, okay, like we're gonna evaluate what kind of damage is being used here. Like if they're just ulting their team or like actively trying to kill them or whatnot.
This is also launching later this year. Our game is competitive, and sometimes you overheat. We're giving you more direct and visible information so that you can course correct more quickly, and so you understand when bans are on the table. Competing
That's huge.
has those lows, but let's talk about the highs too. We started the year off with some quality of life improvements, like rank shields, and we're excited to bring additional recognition to Premier. If you've been looking for a way to rep your squad across Val, check out Premier in 11.0. Team tags are coming for players who participate in weekly matches, and we're adding a sick way to recognize those that manage to win the playoff tournament. In general, we'll keep leveling up the competitive journey in Val through this year and beyond, so stay tuned for future updates.
100W is really funny. I assume they all have like names built on the like teams in VCT. That's cute.
At the highest peak of competition, we've got one more update. as we lead into Masters Toronto. Pick'ems are returning. We loved the reception and the conversation around Pick'ems at Champions Seoul. We'll be bringing it to all Masters and Champions events from here.
That was
out.
good.
For a different peek into our perspective on what's next for esports, I'll hand it over to Leo.
Thanks, Steven. Hey, folks. Leo here on behalf of the VCT team.
What's
we
up?
originally designed our sport
What's up,
with
Leo?
all of its pieces, challengers, game changes, international leagues, global events, we made a number of choices focused on delivering highly impactful moments, stability for top teams and players, and a viable path to pro.
Ah!
These choices have paid off, and in the past few
There's a
years,
new
have
king of
helped
hell!
Valorant grow into one of the largest.
Anyway, so I had to
esports
relive
on
my
the planet.
EG days.
Now, we want to build on that success, evolve what's working, adjust what's not, and set the stage for the next era of the VCT. The first cycle of team partnerships concludes at the end of next year, giving us a unique opportunity to make larger changes at the start of 2027. As always, we want to build the sport together with you. So I want to share what we're thinking as planning kicks off. There are 3 things we're aiming to accomplish. The first goal is more openness. While partnership will remain a key component of our design, we want the VCT to be a bit more open, better bridging the gap between Tier 1 and Tier 2, between professional and community tournaments, and giving more teams the opportunity to compete at bigger stages. The second goal is more flexibility. We want to design a system that gives us a wider variety of competitions, formats, and event locations around the globe. And our third goal is to create more ecosystem moments. Events like Masters and Champions have been incredibly valuable because they allow us to bring together all the things that make Valorant special. The game, the sport, the community, the culture. And while we think the number of global events is still appropriate, we're looking to create more moments like that, especially at the regional level. It's still very early, and we'll be sharing a lot more updates in this year and the next.
All right, not to stop him mid-talk, but I do have to use the restroom. Give me 1 sec. All right, I was holding that in since like I think start, which is kind of annoying. Regional, like EU and A East. Probably something local. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
As always, our biggest advantage continues to be the ideas you bring to the table. So please continue sharing them with us. All right, that's it from me. Back to you, Andy.
One of the
I
most
mean, that was literally it. Cool. They're like, we're gonna keep partnership. We're gonna try to bridge the gap. I think that's a good idea. It would be so cool if there was like a, what is it? Like there's like 3 more teams that can join from challengers. That'd be sick. Like per region, have just more teams. I'd be down. And I'd be down to not like franchise all of them, but like to kind of keep the ones that are still good. New York City versus Boston. That'd be kind of cool actually. Like have a, like it be like based in like city regions. That'd be cool. I don't think Valorant will ever do that, but it'd be so fun. I'd enjoy it.
Foundation
Or like state, like versus states. That'd be so cool.
for Valorant's future is the game engine itself. We've been building Valorant in Unreal 4 for over 10 years, and the time is right to upgrade to Unreal 5. Coming soon in patch 11.02 around the end of July.
Oh
the patch
god.
on release day will be a significantly large download to change the engine out, so we really appreciate your patience. In the short term, we've gone to great lengths to make sure that the upgrade doesn't disrupt your gameplay, so the game's overall look, feel, and all your crazy lineups should still be similar. The patch will, however, come with changes that will improve frame rate performance, make patch downloads faster in the future, and there will also be a special gun buddy to commemorate the occasion for everybody that logs in while the 11.02 patch is still live. Over the long term, bringing Val onto Unreal 5 will enable a whole host of new possibilities, and we can't wait.
Yeah, and another a whole host of problems. I guarantee you that this is not going to be as seamless as this man is like speaking out.
For you to see where we're going in the years ahead. Okay, finally, let's
I remember that clip. Durka really killed like 4 before his team actually like walked out of that smoke.
Talk about replays. Replays have been a long time coming, and we are happy to confirm that they'll be going live on PC with patch 1106 in September, and coming to console a bit later this year. The launch version will enable you to analyze your recently played games on the live patch, starting with your competitive games, and we'll be looking into other modes over time. You'll be able to click through each player's perspective, you'll have a free moving observer cam, and you'll have some other playback control tools as well. We really could...
I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. This is looking pretty good. This is good. I like this. This is gonna be nice, dude. Yeah, September is going to be like my pop off. That's why I got to do all my work now to build as many like people as possible. Because then it's just gonna skyrocket. Like people are just gonna have like a shit ton of VODs because they don't have to record them anymore. They just hit me the code, and now got like so many people just getting coaching. I might have to drop like the speedrun thing in September. Yeah, you're the first. You'll always be the first. I can't stop you. Actually, you're not the first player to get coaching. You're just the first player to get coaching a lot. Oh, okay. You're calling dibs. The second this patch goes live, you're just gonna play a game and review it no matter what.
Couldn't be more excited to get replays out to you all, and we're really looking forward to all the clips, edits, and analyses that you create with it. We'll be sharing more info as we get closer to release. All right, that's a wrap for today. We're 5 years in, but we want you to know that we're just getting started with Val. We'll continue the work we talked about today to keep core gameplay feeling fresh but familiar for years to come. We also plan to level up how we recognize and celebrate your competitive achievements in Valorant to make sure your journey always feels worth it. You'll hear from us when we've got more to share, and we'll be back throughout the year with social posts, interviews, patch notes, and updates just like this. Thanks for watching, and thanks for making Valorant a game worth celebrating.
Yeah, get rid of all clip software.
See you all at Masters Toronto.
All you're gonna every game that has like a built-in replay system is just making me install their game. That's like that's kind of like the only drawback. If I get into coaching everything, I just have to like play every game to be fun. I'll get to uninstall. I mean, I still have to use OBS I stream, but like I can get rid of a lot of crazy stuff. Overall, a good dev update. I think their ability overload was pretty weak. They didn't really share concisely what that's going to look like at all, how they're going to actually look at changing things. I personally think Omen needs a nerf 100%, or at least Paranoia, if I'm thinking about a very disruptive ability. They did not talk about the new agent at all, no. It's mostly new map. The new map looks kind of fine. I don't know what they're going with they're going to change how we view, like, attacking, defending on that map, which is like, no, you're not. And if you do, it's going to be very, very minor changes. People are still going to execute. They're going to have like set plays. It's not going to change how we play the game. Like, you're kind of overhyping yourself. The new RR change is like, it's cool. It doesn't do anything. It probably actually like inflates like elo, which is probably not good for the game, but it makes players want to play the game more and stop dodging, which is like, sure, go for it. They tackled smurfing. The account sharing thing was, I think, fine, and then like the report system is great. I'm happy about that. The behavior standing is also a great change. That's good. I like that. Premiere is like whatever. Like getting like a team name to you is pretty cool, but like other than that, it's fine. It's just Premiere. Pick'ems is a good change. I think that it's good that they just took that idea from other websites, just put it in their game. Esports, he didn't actually say anything. He's just like, we might try to do regionals and we might try to do more local tournaments. Who knows? Unreal 5, I think, is a bad idea, but it'll be better in the long con, but like really, really tough in the short term. And then, of course, Replays is looking great. I'm happy. So far, so good. All those people who are relying on this actually reminds me, all the people who are relying with like Riot please add like replay system jokes are now suddenly unfunny. I mean, they weren't funny to begin with, but now they're like mega unfunny because their one joke just got taken away. Got a few headcanon agents. Oh god. I think the most egregious example is like Chair Cooks. He came up with like when Gecko was being teased, he's like, oh yeah, this agent will be able to walk, like run on walls or like climb walls like Spider-Man. He's gonna like have, like, he can see through walls and stuff. And I'm like, I can't have you designing characters, bro. Like we physically can't have you like interacting with anyone from the development team at all. Like there's no way. You're you're absolutely filthy, my dude. That would be a crazy agent if they could just like scale walls. That'd be so funny. You'd have to be so aware of just a lot of new threats. It'd be great. Terrible for the game, and that character would be nice. Remove visual clutter while trying to be balanced. I think if you like make the I don't know, they're trying. That's literally what they're trying to do. They're trying to remove visual clutter or make it more like or make it more clear or improve visual clarity is like their goal. But it's like it's been slow. They've been trying. I think all the smokes, their changes to the smokes have been good. And the changes to like Raisinade has been great. Brim like molly sound effect. You used to run out of a smoke, a brim molly would like be popped out and you just didn't hear it because it's so quiet. Now it's a lot louder and it's great. All right, I also found like this guy, Royal G, I climbed to Immortal 3 as Sheriff only, which is absolutely disgusting as a concept. And so I decided to say, you know what? I'm down to review this.
I climbed to Immortal 3 while using only the Sheriff. And now, I'm gonna teach you all my secrets. What's up guys, it's Royal G, and I am a Radiant player and coach.
Yeah, I'm a Radiant player and coach. Here's how I got to Immortal 3 using a Sheriff. Because he knows his ass ain't hitting Radiant with that. He's essentially like, this is how you guys can smurf from X rank to Y rank, and here's how. I am such a big fan.
Who enjoys doing challenges and teaching people about the game. I'll get straight to the point. You're probably not that interested in the Sheriff itself, but you're more interested in how I made it to top 1.
I mean, sure, whatever. I'm not gonna comment on every little thing he says.
Video,
I mean, I might. We'll see.
I'll teach you more about improving in Valorant by teaching you how to master the Sheriff. Luckily, it's more related than you might think. Let me know in the comments if this helps you.
I like his backdrop though. His backdrop's really cool.
Sheriff is by no means a beginner-friendly gun. It's very powerful and has a ridiculously high ceiling for what it can do, but it comes with the cost of being very punishing to make mistakes with. One clip is technically all you need to take out the enemy team, but it's also barely enough to break a couple pieces of utility. As such, if you're trying to learn or even master the Sheriff, the single most important
the aesthetic is great.
I know,
True.
I know, easier said than done, but that's why I'm making this video. You see, my secret to climbing so far with the Sheriff isn't because I learned a secret technique that makes my Sheriff shoot more accurately. I just learned how to maintain my cool despite handicaps. So there are 3 key characteristics required to becoming a calm player. But before anything, you need to know that calm aim or calm play is a result, not an approach.
True.
That means you can't just slow down your shooting and suddenly become a calm aimer. You need to develop traits that eventually will turn you into one. If there's anything that you need to remember, it's that there are no shortcuts to becoming great at Valorant.
Yeah. Everyone who keeps watching those like 10 tricks to get to Radiant will never hit Radiant ever in their life. It just won't. You won't. It is what it is. There's no shortcuts to getting good at anything. I agreed.
Or anything for that matter. First, you need confidence. Confidence.
God forbid. What a great start. Confidence. Let's go. I think what Senna said it best. You build confidence by practicing. And that's how you get like used to the situation by practicing it a lot. Honestly, if you play like 100 death matches with the Sheriff only, and then like do that in ranked, you'll get good. But you're practicing the Sheriff like at that point.
My opinion is a topic that can be expanded into a video of its own. But let's keep it simple. I think confidence is a healthy relationship with failure, and that is mainly a byproduct of consistent practice and effort. The difference between
A good note from Royal G. Let's go.
an arrogant person and a confident person is the humble self-awareness of their limitations, and that is achieved through constantly challenging yourself, celebrating your wins, but also accepting and learning from your losses. This also means that no matter how hard gurus or other people try to convince you that you can just be confident, you can't trick yourself into becoming a confident person. At the end,
You can fake it, but by God, you will never make it. At least that's my interpretation of it. You're never going to just build confidence by just like being like, you know what? I am going to walk up to that girl at the supermarket. I am. And then like you get there just like, like a bumbling, like, you know.
At the end of the day, you have to put in the work on yourself. So let's start by building your confidence with some practice methods. As I've explained in my past educational videos, I like to think that training in Valorant is like training in any sport. You need to go to the gym, you need to do drills, and you need some game time. The gym is aim labs or Kovacs. Drills are in the practice range, and game time is in death matches or actual ranked games.
True.
Now, it's fine to avoid one or focus on another, but I will cover all three, and I encourage you to try to do all three because they each have their unique uses and benefits.
You're saying
For aim labs, I'll keep it easy because believe it or not, I spent probably 90% of my time throughout the climb playing this one scenario on repeat because I think it's that good. The scenario is called VT Floating Dots Goated Valorant. It's a bit frustrating for beginners and intermediate aimers, but I do think it holds a lot of valuable insights for those who can figure it out. Just to name a few, I think it helps with skills like crosshair placement, movement reading, target selection, and many more.
What? Crosshair placement, movement reading, and target selection. I get movement reading. And I kind of get target selection. I don't get crosshair placement. How does this scenario help with crosshair placement? It's not like you're placing your crosshair at some point and then clicking. That's what crosshair placement is. You're not moving your crosshair at the same time. What? He probably should have just not included this and I would have probably been really chill. Like if he was like, this is really good for movement reading and target selection, I kind of would have agreed. And he's kind of, I don't kind of like the you'll figure it out type timing, you know? I feel like that's a little weak. Yeah, I know crosshair placement has been honestly, yeah. And every time I like talk about crosshair placement, it's like, dude, you've probably watched the thousands of videos that tell you how to do better at it. But a lot of it's just, I'm going to make you aware. I'm not going to hard teach that. It's probably built and ingrained in every Valorant player at this point. And if you're just making it, it's because it's unconscious.
Many more. I can't give you a full...
And then he's like, and many more. Like, that's going to help me break down why this one particular drill is going to help.
Breakdown because
like, okay.
There's a lot to unpack. But I actually did a full breakdown before in my private coaching community, the Royal Guild.
Oh, good.
Along with the breakdown on this scenario...
How much money? How much is this? Join the Royal Guild. Rank up Valorant private coaching community, get access. What's the money look like? What's the money look like? $15 a month. And you get 16 plus community. I assume that's age. You get weekly VOD reviews, group classes, VOD and library lessons, and then community coaches for more personalized help in VOD review. Yeah, it is a subscription-based service, which I don't like. The pricing is a little tough. What you get for it is actually not bad. If this was just like a one-time purchase, that would be huge. This would be good. I would probably say yeah, if it was one time. Definitely not a subscription service, though.
How to get the most out of it. It also has a back catalog of over half a year of VOD reviews. Interested in improvement. Okay,
yeah.
So heading into the training range, I think there's a few generic things that I like to do, and it's just doing hard bots and 100 bots elimination. I think the most important part of the training range, though,
is he gonna mention Nats? Are we gonna get a Nats mention here?
Is that unlike aim labs, you can move around and get a feel for the movement and the recovery of the sheriff. So I like to do both challenges while applying movement. I'll strafe, aim at the target, then counter strafe when I'm ready to shoot, and repeat the process.
Or this is kind of like I watched the full Nats training. Absolutely, I did. I think his method is the best if you're just gonna brute force it. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to brute force getting good at the game, you do that. But I don't think it's the most effective way. If you're willing to spend 2 hours a day doing that, sure, go for it. But I personally cannot vet that as like the best method.
It's effective. If you can't do hard bots just yet, try to do medium or even easy. And of course, this applies to any gun. I just use a Sheriff, but I did it when I was using the Vandal, when I was doing the Classic Challenge, and I also did it when I was doing the Ghost Challenge. Like I said,
oh, gross.
I'm not reinventing the wheel, just getting really good at perfecting it. People who try to tell you that there's some super cool technique or some revolutionary...
Yeah, just learn dead zoning is pretty funny. Yeah, God forbid. It's a good, I mean, do learn the technique, absolutely. If you want to improve your gunplay, learn dead zoning for sure. For sure, it's good. It's a good technique to learn. And if you apply it properly, you're chilling. You don't need to, though. It's not like the most important thing. It's not like the magic like bean that will grow into a giant beanstalk.
The game are either overcompensating or just simply don't know what they're talking about. Or
damn, he really just said if you teach this kind of thing, you're not you have no idea what you're talking about, and you're dumb and stupid. Like you're trying to look smart. What, did you just blow in from stupid town?
both. Simplicity is the final boss of mastery, and it's also the humble beginning. Not
Simplicity and makes claim. Makes a generalized claim about people who try to teach this game. Like, sure, dude, cool. I don't really agree. You can kind of tell when somebody doesn't know what they're talking about in the game, or if they, or like people who aren't humble enough to realize that maybe they're making a mistake. I think is a little wrong. I'm not saying anybody, bro. I got a couple names on that list. I'm just not gonna say them out loud anymore.
Necessarily a beginner.
You know?
I'm sure you're the best player in your gold lobbies, but if you want to become the worst player in a radiant lobby, there really isn't any shortcuts.
Dang, does that feel good? It probably feels better to be your best player, the best player in a gold lobby, than like the worst player in a radiant one. Why do I have to be the worst radiant, man? Can I just be like an okay radiant? What is this?
Now, there are some specifics about the Sheriff that are worth noting if you're trying to learn to use it well. First, the gun's kickback is actually just a visual distraction, and not something you need to adjust. See how I'm shooting it and then it returns back to its original spot? A lot of people see the gun kick back and panic.
Yeah, I feel really bad. Yeah.
But all you need to do is be patient and let it rest. So to apply that into a practical scenario, if I'm fighting someone and I miss my first shot, I'm strafing and micro-adjusting based off of the crosshair's original position and not the position after the kickback. Because you don't need to deal with recoil control as opposed to a gun like the Vandal, you don't need to counter any bullet spread by pulling down or adjusting, but just waiting for the recovery. Speaking of recovery, the Sheriff can shoot 2 bullets very accurately with little recovery needed. But after the second bullet, the spread starts going really crazy. So that means you have 1 extra shot if you miss your first to quickly readjust, but after that point, you're likely going to have to wait for your gun to recover a little more before you shoot again. Apart from that, there really isn't any crazy tech with the Sheriff. You just point and click. Okay, so assuming you put in the practice and have started building your confidence, the next key factor is patience. Now, just like confidence, you don't build patience by just deciding to be patient. It's a process, and if you just sit there and wait, you turn into that everything is fine dog meme. Anxious, but not doing anything. Now, if you've talked to me in the guild or have seen my other educational content, you know I love analogies, so I'm gonna run with this meme. I lied. You're already the dog in the middle of the fire, but you can't stay there forever. Luckily for us, dying in Valorant does not equate to dying in real life, but it does equate to—
It doesn't? What? What do you mean? If you die in the game, you die in real life. I've watched Sword Art Online. Come on. Come on. Who are you to tell me that I don't just literally get on the floor and like hold my chest after I get shot in the head? Like, how dare you, Royal? How dare you? Can't assume.
You know,
my career, every time I die, I lose street cred. Every time.
Losing the round or crushing feelings of failure and inadequacy, which are all a little bit worse than death. Jokes aside, you're gonna have to get burned. But here's the magic. It's not going to feel nearly as bad as you think it does. What I mean is, your fears of losing a duel or dying in game is a fire that is currently much bigger in your mind than it needs to be. And the only way forward is to confront it and accept that you're going to get burned. Now you guys might be thinking, what the hell is this guy on about? Let me explain. You have—
No, I understood. I understood, man. I guess this is more towards his audience, but I understood what he's talking about.
This is essentially 1, do nothing and achieve nothing. Or 2, walk through the fire, get burned, but come out stronger. If your goal is to become a better player or just gain back a little more control over your situation, there's realistically only one choice. So how do you apply this to Valorant? If you're too scared to die or take risks in game, then every decision will be controlled by your fear of dying. If you think about how that affects you in game, that
your homie got home. Thank you so much. Enjoy your deadlock games, my dude. Thank you for the alert.
means you'll probably try to avoid gunfights if possible, and when it's not possible, you're only fighting because you don't want to die and lose, instead of fighting because you want to win. You'll rush shots, whiff, and then die anyways in a sad and humiliating manner, and now you're talking.
I will do like a little breakdown of Deadlock at some point, because that game got complex very quickly. Like out of nowhere, they just revamped like their entire item system. It's quite insane. And like the new heroes will make it easier. They also changed the map at some point. Changed how a lot of things work. So like the Deadlock game I played is not the same.
Toxic Jet is telling the enemy team to report you, which only makes you feel that much worse. And that only reinforces your belief that you shouldn't be taking duels in the first place. Too close to home? So, what's the play then? Well, I think you know the answer, but here's a way to get burned in a more manageable way. Head into a deathmatch and just run around and do absolutely nothing. I mean, don't shoot at anyone.
Yeah,
Act like
just
you're taking
die.
a gunfight, but just don't shoot and observe. Notice how long it takes the enemy to kill you and take note. Seriously, that's my suggestion. You see, the problem with patience is that people always think patience is synonymous with inaction because that's all they see the patient person doing. But true patience is calm and calculating. A patient player isn't waiting for fun, they're waiting for the best opportunity to strike. If you're constantly afraid of dying, you'll rush your shot because you're afraid of giving the enemies a chance to kill you. But in reality, the only thing that matters is when you can kill them. Think of it this way. If you find yourself in a gun duel, does it really matter if the opponent is an Iron player or a Radiant player? In both cases, the only way you win is if you hit your shot before they hit theirs. So regardless of—
I mean, it kind of matters, but like, I guess for the point you're trying to make, it doesn't. But it does matter if it's an Iron versus Radiant player in your gunfights. It does. Okay.
rank, the only thing that mattered at the end of the day is, can you hit your shot in time? In other words, can you confirm your shot in time? Patience is being aware of what fires you can and can't handle. And confidence is being okay with being burned. And together they build the backbone of a player who's calm and in control. So what's the final step? Let me ask you a question. Why get burned when you don't need to?
Difficult hiring
As I said
players.
earlier in the video, the Sheriff has a lot of
Same. I've died to high rank players. I've died to low rank players. But there's definitely a difference. But I guess at the end of the day, if you hit your shot, sure. Like every player is just a player. Doesn't matter what rank they are. I guess everyone dies the same. It's not like they have like a cheat code built in.
But it also has a lot of limitations. You can one-tap a whole team with one clip, or you can barely break 2 pieces of utility. So if you're trying to get the most out of the Sheriff, or any gun, you need to play around the strengths while minimizing the weaknesses.
What a clean
It wouldn't
clip.
make sense to throw yourself into the open where you have to break copious amounts of utility while also dealing with enemies swinging you in the process. If you've seen my Sheriff-only content, you might have noticed that regardless of agent, I tend to play a few positions more often than others. For example, U-Haul on Bind. The reason I do this is because I know my limitations with the Sheriff. I can't hold a position like B long or backside on B because there's just too much utility to deal with, and it's likely I won't be able to escape if I needed to reload or retreat. So instead, I'll play U-Haul because I have the ability to open the round by fighting someone trying to peek down short, transition to a hold against the side execute, while also having an escape path if I get util dumped or need to reload. By doing this, I maximize the chances for me to make an impact while covering for my weaknesses so that if I don't get a kill, I can give myself more opportunities. Some people call this game sense, positioning, or having a game plan, or whatever you'd like to call it. Regardless, the principle still applies. You need to learn how to make the most out of your situation with whatever you have. Sometimes that means walking through a fire, and sometimes that means avoiding the fire completely because you don't need to get burned to achieve your goal. Unbridled confidence without patience leads to reckless decision-making. Blind patience without confidence leads to anxiety and inaction. And tactics without strategy is missing the forest for the trees. Whether your goal when you clicked on this video was to improve with the Sheriff, learn how to play more like a Radiant, or just gain insights on how I managed to perform despite handicaps, all require the ability to be calm and in control. And if you need more help, you can always come join my guild to learn more.
Yep.
With that being said, good luck on the grind.
Sometimes reckless is fun. Yeah, I wouldn't argue that either. But no, good point, good video. Life's good. No hate. Rare Royal G VOD. Or not VOD, but like a rare Royal G dub. Let me move this out of the way. Don't need people. I guess this formula is good though for like discerning. I have to see gameplay though, because I also don't know if I'm just making them, because like making decisions quickly is good, but then there's like it kind of depends on the situation. I don't really have a blanket state for that. It's time to do our pick'ems. Let's see. Let's see. I kind of want my points though. I do. Esports tab, yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, they just made it maple syrup? That's really funny. Okay. Sure. Alright. Okay. Stage, let's see. Oh, so I just say like the top 4 that show up. Alright, who's getting out of this for sure, 100%? The team that'll go undefeated? I have no idea. What team is going undefeated in this bracket? I have no idea. The team am I very confident? Yeah, the A is pretty good. I think Heretics are making it no matter what. I don't know if they're undefeated, but like I think they're definitely making it. Oh, that's your first pick. Oh, I see. So the first pick. Okay, well, the Heretics are just gonna hold this spot. I don't think they're actually gonna 2-0. Because I don't think they're the team that's gonna go. Is Wolves ready? These guys are gonna make me open VLR. All right, no, I don't want kickoff. Yeah, I want stage 1. Yeah, Billy or Lau or Wolves. Do I think anyone from China's making it? Z-Lai is probably well, they're definitely good. Do I think Billy's gonna make it? What's the bracket? Oh, these are the matchups too. Billy Billy versus Liquid. What's Billy Billy looking like? They mess with Fracture, Lotus, Pearl, Haven. They're like pretty good. They're pretty close to like Zila. I don't know, maybe Billy Billy do make it. I'm gonna try not to cope. Yeah, Wolves play Sen. I think Sen's definitely gonna go. Actually, yeah, what is this? Sen plays Wolves. I don't think Wolves are good right now. Like, I'm on Wolves, but Sentinels are definitely gonna make it then. Fracture's out. Oh, that's tough, yeah. Fracture being out's kind of tough. Sunset, I mean, Sunset being back in means Heretics are definitely going. I just don't know where they're gonna be at. Is Paperworks on the up and up? Surely they're on the up and up. Oh, they lost RRQ, but that seemed like a pretty close series. Paperworks destroyed on Fracture. That's out, unfortunately. Split went to both are good on it. Pearl, both are good on it. Icebox is a Paperworks map for sure. And then Ascent is not. But that makes sense because Paperworks was running some weird stuff. Mini's helping them. Sunset's good. Then what? Like, if they beat Heretics, they face some team. They probably have faced 10. I feel like the meta doesn't really impact Paperworks as much as it will other teams. Maybe I do have to keep that in consideration because teams like MIBR, like Verno, might not actually be a player because he has to play a completely different agent. And Verno was instrumental to making that team really good. Maybe I think MIBR will get hit hard. Gen G won't get hit hard because they kind of didn't release Tejo. Paperworks won't. I don't know. Did Heretics? Is Heretics good? I mean, Heretics were like the second best team. Fnatic are just like those dogs. They even play it. Wow, Heretics didn't even play that agent. Maybe Heretics are fine too. Yeah, Heretics didn't even play Tejo, so I think Heretics are good as well. I think I'm down. I'm down to put Paperworks. I'm down. It kind of impacts Sentinels. I kind of have to reevaluate. I feel like they're just the better team out of them and Wolves, because I think Wolves also used it a lot. Yeah, Wolves spammed it. They had just one guy playing it throughout the entire. Yeah, he just played it every round. I don't know. I think Sentinels are better than Wolves, and that'll just help. I don't know if like Wolves can adapt. Liquid kind of got exposed in like the top 3. I think Liquid are good, but they just kind of got like hit with the we're not strong enough to hang with like the top just yet. I mean, every team is like good enough. I can eliminate Liquid. Sorry, Raven. Did Billy play Tejo at all? They did. They rely on it. Sure did. Except for on Icebox, they ran the Viper Harbor instead. They might get hit hard. D2 safe. Did MIBR require it? Oh yeah, Verno. I had to remember. If Verno literally insted that agent was the only thing he played. And I think Sentinels did it too, but they had like, it was like Narrate and like John Cutie both played it. They didn't play it on Haven, which makes sense. Like all like the Tejo maps, they played it. Yeah. Trent's also kind of in trouble. Like there's some teams that just like had a single player on it, which is probably not good. Like Trent is going to be feeling the Cloud has zero faith in MIBR. I don't either. I should, but I don't. Yeah, I feel like MIBR should be like 9th? Dang. So like the top of the losers is what they're putting them at. I feel like that's not right. It kind of hurts Verno, I think. Aspas is always going to be good, but he was not the problem this season. Or like, he wasn't the problem for them at all. I mean, they still placed 3rd. They're still a good team. It's just... like, the duo is Aspas and Verno has to change, like, how he plays the game entirely. I feel like MIBR are probably going out early. I don't know if they're like the lowest of the teams, but they're definitely not going to... I don't think they can hang with the big squad. Billy relied on it. Sentinels relied on it. Wolves relied on it. I have to check Gen G. I think Gen G is like the one team I'm like not giving any sort of props to right now. They might just be like a really good team and I'm just like not respecting them at all. Gen G played it once. They played it on Haven and they won with it. Oh, they played it twice actually. They picked it on Icebox too. But they lost that because RQ also played it. Man, something about this Gen G team feels like it's just a sleeper pick that should go forward. I'm just not respecting them at all. Who do they play? Gen G have to play MIBR. I think that's a free matchup for Gen G. I think Gen G will just beat them. That's like a Texture versus Aspas matchup, and they're like super close, and like the rest of Gen G are really good too. And if Verno has like an off day, it's like wraps. Yeah. I feel like the Heretics Paper X is a toss-up. Kind of depends on the map beta. If they get like Sunset, I think Heretics will win. I know Paper X is good, but like Heretics literally owned that map when it was in the pool. Quite literally their best map. And it's the same team. So it might be like one of those things where like Paper X has a ton of footage and Heretics have no idea what they're doing. I don't know. This seems like a toss-up series. Billy versus Team Liquid. I actually think Billy will win this. I just don't have faith in Liquid. Like, Liquid right now is like Nats, who is like performing like at a superhuman level. And of course, like the rest of the team is good, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, I remember that dude had to like step up in a lot of situations. And if it's not a Nats map, you're kind of in trouble. But every map is a Nats map, so I guess I should shut my mouth. I do think it's still going to be Billy. Send Wolves, like on paper, should just be Sentinels. This team has just been consistently one of the top teams, like in the world. Like top 4. Maybe I should probably not sleep on Sentinels. I think this team will be fine. Wolves in trouble, and then I think MIBR will lose to Gen G. So I have Gen G, Sentinels, Billy for sure, and like this is a toss-up team. I think if Paper X lose, I think they can bounce back. I think if Heretics lose, they don't bounce back. Heretics are one of those teams where they lose, they just don't win ever again. I mean, Sentinels is kind of the same way, but I don't think they're losing. I think I'm putting this as Gen G. It's kind of weird not having a China team on this. What maps is like Heretics really like? I kind of want to look at that matchup real quick. Also look at Paper X. Paper X like Fracture, Split, Pearl, Icebox. They don't like Ascent. I mean, Split Pearl Icebox is a good combination of maps to be like relatively good at. And then I need to look at Billy Billy. Billy Billy, like Fracture, Lotus, Pearl, Haven. I mean, wait, I'm looking for Heretics. What am I doing? Heretics like Icebox, Fracture. They really don't like Split. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I might have like too much faith in Heretics. Because I think if like Sentinels win like the first one, it actually might be Sentinels. Like unironically. Like every time I look at Sentinels, I'm like, this is not like a top something team. And they've always just been this like top 4 team. For no reason. They've always been really, or like more like in recent memory, they've been really good at being one of those teams that just stays near the top for a while. It's a good roster and a good management. Yeah, they beat G2. I mean, this is one of those teams that like G2 got that rematch and they felt like vindicated, of course, but like this is a team I think is just like really good no matter how you slice it. I mean, after looking at all the footage, it's like every region is probably the closest it's been ever because like China's getting stronger, which is a great thing. Pacific's always been strong. EMEA's always been strong, and America's has also always been strong. Well, not quite. They were like, okay. I would say like America's region was like the strongest at the start. Then like EMEA kind of caught up really quickly. Pacific caught up right after, and then now China's back at it. But yeah, meta changes kind of make things weird. Like I want to give it to Sen, but Sen like actually relied on Taeho a lot. But I think historically, even without the Taeho, like even last year, they were just so good without it and they didn't need it. All it does is like they force themselves to, like they have a really good work ethic. And when a team has a really good work ethic, that means it usually can work through patches relatively quickly. Because I think this meta is a lot of deadlock, a lot of eyes. Innovating. I think all these teams are good at innovating. I think the Chinese teams aren't really the innovative type. Like they just play like the strongest thing, they play it well. Same with kind of Pacific. Oh, Pacific's like very stylized. They play what they're good at. If they try to like play to the meta, they start to lose. But when they like play like the things they're okay with, it's chilling. It's kind of like 100 Thieves where they try to play into the meta, but it's like just play what you're good at and you'll probably win games. Like they're doing right now. Like if I look at the newest thing, like the newest series, what was it? It was like the esports World Cup. We saw like the 100 Thieves run. I also did see the energy run. It was kind of crazy. Hundred Thieves made EG look like they were trash. At least on Pearl. On Icebox it was close. Energy looks good too. They look great right now. I guess the Scuba and Brock guy are really good. Then 100 Thieves like beating like MIBR is crazy. Especially starting up 2-0. Then like 100 Thieves Haven and their Ascent were really good. Pearl was like fine. But they started playing like the agents they like to play and life's good. Platchat disagrees with me. Platchat and I usually don't agree. Every year they're like EG's trash, and every year they've been wrong. For no reason. Like every time they're just like EG's like the bottom 10 team. Every time. I don't know what happened, like why they don't like EG. Every year that team has to like earn their respect, which I guess is fair. Not every year. Even the start of 2023, they were like EG ain't shit. They're like a bottom like 8 team or bottom 10 or 18. I think it was bottom 8. And then of course by like week 3, they're like, oh shit, wait, EG are like that. Hold on a minute. This is a team. Hold on. They kind of right last year. They said like EG were kind of what? They were like a 7, 6, 7. They were like on the cusp. They might have been right with that. I think they actually put them at the bottom, bottom again, and they were just kind of like a middle of a pack team, which is not as crazy as like bottom to top, but. Wait, isn't there going to be 2 undefeated teams? Can there be 2 undefeated teams in this bracket? I think about it. You get 1 win. 1 win, 0 loss. You just win twice. Yeah, you just win twice. Yeah, there's 2 teams that could be. Okay, so I got a 50-50 shot. It can just be Sentinels or Heretics. Maybe Paper X. I guess I'm kind of like on this 3-way tie. I don't know. I feel like not guessing Gen G is kind of rough too. I feel like Gen G are just gonna. Maybe I'll go Gen G actually. But if Sentinels are gonna make it, I just don't know if they'll make it like undefeated. They might be. I think it might be like Gen G Sentinels are like the 2 teams that make it undefeated. Yeah, and 2 teams 2-1. I got you. Who do I not have faith in? I don't have faith in like the Chinese teams, and I don't have faith in MIBR and Liquid. That's kind of tough, actually. Honestly, can probably predict this bracket. Or are they like allowing me to do that? No, it's just Swiss. Let's see if I can predict the bracket. I think Gen G are just gonna beat MIBR, which puts them in this 1-0 category. I don't know who they face. Sentinels, Wolves. I think Sentinels just beat Wolves. I don't care how good Wolves are. They're just not. I don't think they're ready for a top 4 team. I think Billy beat Liquid, puts them in the lower. Actually, it's kind of hard without doing the bracket, I guess, because it'll be hard to keep track of everything. They face someone with the same record. Oh, well, I mean, it'd also kind of be tough to do brackets because like Heretics and Paper Rex are just such a coin flip that I could just say one or the other and I'd be right. I mean, obviously it's like a 50-50 shot, but I think this is like the true 50-50. Like the odds are just straight up one of these teams are like the most even in this like entire Swiss. I don't think there's not a single other game that's like truly even. Like Gen G and MIBR might be close, but like honestly, I think Gen G are just gonna rock away with it. All right. I am content with this. Maybe I'll watch more games and see if I have to change. What, I have 7 days? Seconds, minutes, hours, days? Yeah, I have like a week. I have a week to look through games. Not too bad. Oh, that's gonna be great. What? I don't know about this. This like seems fine. Well, that's kind of cool. Okay, the bundle looks cool. I just never gonna buy this. Yeah, I thought the buddy looked really good. And the player card. I messed with the player card. Just need myself a little buffer while I look around. Alright. Guess we'll start playing the game. I can't be bothered to just watch other people talk about the game.
Match found.
I don't remember them changing this, but this looks different.
Death match. Warm up.
Been trying Sentinels.
Give me a moment. I need to set back up.
Bastion or the Recons?
Now, where to set up shop? One dead.
Allow me to wake up. Holy moly.
Buried. Put down.
Maybe which is which. Bastion is kind of like more Sage, Deadlock, Vise. And then like Recon is like the KJ. The KJ Cypher type nonsense. So both? Ah, I see. Ah, I'm moving around. What the?
3 out of 5. 4 out of 5.
Ah. Let's start with KJ. True.
1 down.
I'm out.
3 out of 5. 4 out of 5.
Dominating.
Ah. I'm moving too much there. Ah. I love that Phoenix. He was just like, I'm clapping all of you with the classic.
No hard feelings. 3 out of 5. 4 out of 5.
Dominating. 10 kills remaining.
Oh, what a good shot, actually. I know my agent playtime is still just like... Still just controllers, because I'm cringe.
3 out of 5.
I'm gonna learn classic. Oh, for like the...
Out.
Because KJ, like, buys shield.
Hostile removed.
5 kills remaining.
Wow, holy moly. I mean, I deserve to get shit talked by that Phoenix, huh? Bad technique. Peek out. Adjust. Oh, that dude's not gonna... Ah, deserved. Deserved.
Foolish. Eagle-eyed.
Ah, deserved.
1 kill remaining.
Left.
You trying to dodge
My
me?
truth
Nice
stay
try.
hidden for one day more.
That dude gave up. He's like, I'm not hitting that. Oh, that's why I thought you were buying the classic. Because it's like, oh, I'm buying utility. And then, and then, oh, I guess I gotta get the classic. I'll buy the shields too, sure. Because you have like 400 as KJ. That's what, yeah, that's what I was saying. I was just like, okay. This is the KJ enjoyer. Like, you have to. I've seen some people rock there's like 2 pistol buys I see with KJ. It's either you go like just turret and sheriff, or you go like alarm bot and like nano swarm and then shields classic. Those are like the 2 buys I've seen. Same with like Sova and Sage. I just see like the shield buy a lot more.
Match found.
I guess I can... I mean, I don't play KJ here. That kind of good for like... I could for like demonstration's sake. Sure, why not?
Thanks. I've already thought of everything.
That's what I've seen. I've seen that with like KJ only though. I haven't seen it with like any other Sentinel. I don't think any other Sentinel just buys Sheriff. At least from what I've seen. Or like statistically. Like the numbers I see like the other buys. Holy moly.
What's going on? How you doing?
Alright. I am not talking to people. I forgot people play this game.
How's
like
everyone doing today?
Social. God.
So good. How are you?
I'm on Valorant, so.
Oh my god. Well.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a loser.
Cool.
Me?
Cool.
No, my bad.
Cool.
Me?
Cool, dude. Cool.
No, you're good.
Good God.
Oh, not me.
Jesus
Yeah, no.
Christ.
Wait, yes me or no me?
No.
Oh my lord.
Okay, so you're not talking right. All right, good. Just making sure.
Is
My
this
bad.
funny?
Like
Is this
the other
funny?
person.
I'm trying to like debate
Wait,
whether
who?
or not this is funny.
Wait,
You.
me?
Cool.
No, not you.
This is a cool interaction that we're in like listening into. I'm so glad. That was incredible. I'm gonna show off the util like shield buy. They're cute together. Yeah, surely the hopefully not, because if that's a rehearsed joke, I would feel like really.
Wait, what were you saying to me?
Oh
Echo,
my
what'd you say to me?
God.
Nothing. How's your day, you know?
Wait, me?
No.
Are you asking me how my
Other
day is, or are you
person.
asking that guy how his day is?
Oh my
Or
No,
lord.
that
me?
guy. Like, are you here? Hello?
Wait, who are you talking? Are you talking to me, dude?
Bro, what are you on?
Are you talking to me?
No, why would I be talking to you?
Oh, my bad.
Cool.
It's okay, bro.
Cool.
How you two doing over here?
Cool.
You guys doing
Cool,
good?
dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking
cool.
to you, Sage.
Cool.
What about you? What about you, Clove? Wait, hi. What's up? What do you need?
Cool.
What, Gecko? Why'd you say hi to me?
Cool.
I wasn't saying hi to you.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
Wait, what's up?
The sky.
Oh, okay.
I didn't mean to do that, but chamber A.
What gun did you have, dude? Or was it bad?
A sheriff.
Oh, thanks, dude. I needed that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Wow, I'm
wait.
so mega dead.
You had a sheriff?
Do you like
Yeah.
the sheriff skin?
Yeah.
Is it fire?
Spike
Oh.
planted.
Wait, me?
No.
Yeah, cause I don't have a sheriff.
No,
dude.
the sage. Like, what?
Oh.
Wait, how did Sage get your sheriff first, dude? What the heck?
She's faster than you.
Last player
See?
standing.
Not fast enough to get the kill though. Dude, why did you bait me and die?
Odds I'd probably
That's
just
so
actually
messed
run at
up.
that guy. Oh, yeah.
Wait, what did I do?
Why would you bait her?
Dude, no, they bait. Wait, dude, are you talking to me? Because I didn't.
Yeah.
Dude, I did not bait that dude. They baited
it-
me.
Why would you bait them?
Does
bro?
this guy have
Dude,
ears?
no,
Hello?
dude, you have it wrong. They baited me.
I
Like,
really.
No, I
seriously.
don't, dude.
No,
Like,
dude, seriously.
guys, he baited you, right? I saw
Sage,
it on
can
the
you
map.
tell them, dude? Come on, don't.
Yeah, this
Sage, I
is
was
this
you,
is.
bro.
Dude, dude, they were behind me. What are you talking about? I did not
They
bait
weren't,
them.
dude. Like,
Dude,
shut
what do you?
up.
Alright. You obviously aren't.
See,
Dude,
look.
no, I did not. Dude,
That's
dude,
so
you're
messed
capping.
up. I can't
You're
believe you
capping.
do that.
Yep.
dude, you're actually capping,
Owned.
dude. Like, why are you capping?
I don't do that, bro. It's a sin.
Dude, not you, dude. Dude, I'm not talking to you, dude.
Dude, can you, like, make up your mind?
Dude, not you, dude. Like, dude, chill.
Enemy spotted A. Target down.
I wonder if they think that it's like they're not at fault, and they're like, why aren't people interacting with us? This is so weird.
There's
Like,
2-inch this thing.
like,
Dude, dude, you're baiting me again, dude.
absolutely. No, this is
Dude,
definitely
please don't.
mega distracting.
Dude.
Like, I wouldn't be able to focus for real.
Player standing.
Dude.
I can tone it out a bit, but like, I could see myself like getting really mad at these type of people. Like in ranked for sure.
Raze, why are you
Dude, I
baiting
didn't
again?
bait you.
What will it be this time?
Dude, I literally wasn't. Dude,
Twice in a row is kind of crazy, bro. I might
dude, it
just
wasn't
report.
me. Dude,
Yeah, why did you
Echo was
bait
last alive. How did I bait them?
I mean, if you're giving like a
Are you sure?
PowerPoint
I think you
presentation
were
and like
last
the guy
alive.
like trying to listen to you is literally talking on this phone. Yeah, this is not
Scrolling
ranked.
on Instagram, like,
If this
you
was
were
ranked, they would not be
last
doing
alive.
this. I guarantee it.
Dude, I'm just trying to play.
Alarm bot.
Dude,
Placing swamp
shut your
grenade.
mouth.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, bro. Don't let it happen
Placing
again.
swamp grenade.
Dude, I'm not even being. Begins. I'm done. I'm just done, dude. I'm just going to play a different game, guys. You guys are really mean.
Oh my god, you guys.
No, you guys have a good one, dude. I'm just gonna leave. Because seriously, like, I can't do this anymore, dude. Like, seriously. Yeah, dude, I'm just tired of getting bullied always. Like, I'm just done with this game. These people are always
One
so
enemy
crazy. They
remaining.
don't do anything.
Spike
have a good
down
one.
A.
I have no idea what's going on. Man, this guy's gonna fight. I'll fight with him.
Nice. Killjoy, you're so good. Wait, guys, he
yeah.
left. What the fuck?
Last round before the switch.
We cannot keep
Wait,
our
not
heads after
that wasn't like a duo.
end of.
No.
That was just a random guy.
Yeah.
I just thought that was a really forced interaction for like trying to
Bro,
like
I
farm
don't
engagement.
know him. Maybe, I think it's better
Placing
than
alarm
that.
bot. Placing swamp
Holy
grenade.
moly. What in tarnation. Step sword
That
Sue.
he was weird?
Oh my
Oh.
lord.
Turret down. grenade out.
It was just a creepy guy.
Like I never.
Thank you.
Alright, guys. Can we just all chill and have fun, dude? Because I'm just trying to have a good time.
Why are you back, bruh?
Dude, because
One
I
enemy
tried to join
remaining.
a different game, but you can't on this, dude. It's not my fault.
He's back.
Should DC again.
Dude, I just want to play the game. Like,
Switching
actually. I
sides.
didn't even mean to, like, insult anyone. I'm sorry. Seriously. I'm serious. Like,
I think I'm
really
gonna attack
thought-
this is like.
You can stop talking now. Wait, can I skip?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, I got you. Not to not to get on this guy's head, but I feel like if you want friends, not
Dude,
this.
no, I'm not. Dude, what do you mean?
Not this guy. Like, Vice is better on this map. No, Vice is definitely better, but like Cage is playable.
Someone's there. Spike down A.
Turret down. I have this.
One enemy
Holy, stop
remaining.
yapping and shoot.
He's in our flank.
Plant the spike.
Yeah, this is just a swift play. Whatever. I'm more loaded.
No one beats my firepower. I got this.
I am one of them shooters. I go hardcore.
Guys, can we all just, like, I don't mean to be annoying by talking again, but I just want to, like, not, I don't know. Never mind.
What? This fucking this guy. What? Dude, this guy is literally like a septic tank of like a human being. Like, I have no idea how to like adequately like identify like.
What the
Alright.
hell?
Turret
That was a
destroyed.
misclick. I meant my other thing.
One breakable fit.
Dude, can you just chill, dude?
No peeking at
Oh.
That's kind of awkward.
Reyna's one tap, by the way.
He'll know. He might be fine. I don't think he's fine.
Player standing.
This guy's weird.
Spike down A.
I did like what's known as a normal call. There's once like. Weird can be fine. I'm sure I'm a weird guy too. Don't get me wrong.
One enemy remaining.
It's like bad and weird.
30 seconds left.
No way.
Cool.
Let's keep it going.
Match point.
I'm also not a big fan.
Fine. Your tinkering may have made my tech better. Nice work.
Is it better to do this?
Hey, does anyone want to duo after this game? I mean, I clutched that. Like, at least one? Or we can all maybe stack?
Oh,
You guys want?
good lord! I could not imagine being
DJ, you want to play after
pathetic.
this?
Rank or what?
What's your rank?
A3. Three up. They're up.
Enemy spotted.
I'm gold 3.
Grenade. Enemy grenade out.
Whoops.
Spike carrier is
What
dead.
a...
Spike down A.
Wow. Oops.
Hit train hard.
Dude, nice freaking
Last
shot,
player
Jay.
standing. Spike down A.
Oh, nice try.
Yeah. Never mind. Never mind.
You say something? Sorry. Ears still ringing.
I'm not engaging anymore. I feel as if though it is not worth.
Can someone get this?
think we should go A. They won't expect it a third time.
Placing sentry.
I mean, say no more.
Quick peeks now.
Nah.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
You want to play? Let's play.
My ultimate is ready. Area's clear.
Enemy A.
Spike planted. Good.
One enemy remaining.
Good game, guys.
Attackers win.
Okay, everyone, take a test tube. Thank you. Let's collect samples and get out of here.
All right. What a strange individual. Yeah, it is a Swift King. Wow. That, I mean, you couldn't have gone from like a strange individual into like an actual weirdo. And not even like the good kind of weird, like the bad kind of. It's not even like he's quirky. He was just like, I don't know. Wasn't like he was like outright antagonistic. It was just like weird. But I don't know. I don't feel like that's like a proper. I'm definitely not like. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this guy. give me a little bit of the heebie-jeebies. That the bombshell that they were not duoed is actually crazy to me. That reveal, that season 3 like plot hook caught me way off guard. I was so not ready for that information at all, dude. That's the type of individual that doesn't want, like, I would not. That just removes the interactability. That's way worse. I mean, you summed it up perfectly. That sentence right there pretty much sums it up. I wasn't gonna put that in my own words at all. I guess because I lived it, I wasn't like a third-party perspective on it. I just felt ugh. Hit me with the good God. I just wanted to show off the KJ, man. That's all I was doing. I showed up like the standard setup and life was good. I was happy. This guy has like that guy was something. They were duoing? Really? Raising Gecko? Oh my god, they were. She just lied. Dang, the engagement worked. Holy, no way, dude. He's like gold 3. Can we duo? No, ranked or what? Hit that gold 2. Oh boy. Okay, now I know. Now I know.
Match found.
Now I know. Now I'm aware. Now I'm aware. If I get him again, I'm aware, and we're good to go. That felt too rehearsed, man. I guess that makes sense. I don't even know what to play on this map. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, guys, I don't know. I feel like the sad guy routine, that's probably, I mean, the Gecko did like stop talking for some point though. They felt like over the top. It felt like a bait. I don't know. It felt kind of real in game. I guess like from a distance it seems kind of weird. Am I playing Sova or something here? And obviously I can just play Breach and enjoy my day. Am I just playing Sova here? Sure.
Wherever they run, I will find them.
Sure. The other two are also doing? Yeah, they just didn't say anything. They were just typing. They're probably in a Discord chilling. Maybe I'm a little crazy for solo queuing and Swift play, but is what it is. feel like trio duoing is like the wave. Because I don't really care to engage with any of these people. This is not the community I'm like trying to get in on.
Party stumbles upon the rubble of a science experiment gone wrong.
You solo queue all the time? I do in ranked too. Like I'm down to solo queue ranked. But like solo queuing a fun mode, I'm just like, and like trying to engage with the fun mode is like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. You solo queue like everything is kind of, I mean, you don't solo queue comp. I actually know that. You like duo. I just say back here, yeah? This is like the actual spot. Just run down Neon, true. Would make it easier. Yeah.
Spike down A.
Yuri's there as well.
Revealing area.
Whoops.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Bad.
One tap. Y'all got it.
I don't know if he's one tap, but he's definitely like hurt. I'm so tragic that I missed the dart. I look like a
I think they have a ghost.
Nice.
Yes. You go CT there, or do you go heaven? I feel like you go heaven because you need like high support. I guess they were fighting early, so I'm done.
Briggy Ninja versus Avian Ninja. Who will win?
Off we go.
Probably not me.
We'll see. We're winning so far. There's one aim here. Whoever wants aim in, let's aim in.
Not me. That was tragic. Had a Phoenix on this map?
Main.
Oh, you knifed. I got you.
Can I get a heal?
Yes.
There's 2 out, eh?
I really didn't like shock dart the smoke at all. I just kind of like shot at it.
100 Reyna.
Drop. Drop
Yuri's
and
main.
Main and drop.
You have to see Iron gameplay? Well, I'm the Iron gameplay right now.
One enemy remaining.
Nice,
Let's go.
Good job. Bro, I'm fighting for my life. VCT over here. Can't see, bro. Blue. Sorry.
The immediate sorry is it's great. All right, I don't have to hold dart out now. I can actually scan early. It's probably better to just scan early. Like drop, yeah, because I can just spam it Odin.
Reyna, do you have the pink one of this?
I do not.
The lights!
Oh, I can't see colors.
Yours on there. Top side.
Dude, no way. Oh man, that's such a bad commit to the fight though, because I wasn't ready. I shouldn't just insta shoot. Oh well.
Here. Spike planted.
Learn at some point. They're gonna win this, which is really funny.
Enemy remaining.
Don't want to ruin my rep. I don't.
You want a Sage?
Reloading. Defuse the spike. Thank you.
My reputation is completely fine.
My ultimate is ready. We cannot let them unweave our world.
It'll never ruin my rep. If people like
round in the half.
judge me because of one player
So
isn't like
here,
hard
I
grinding.
believe, bro.
Weapon here.
Good luck.
All right. Oh. Let me get on the line. You know how it be. Like, good luck, I believe.
Leave them no escape.
I don't mind that. I feel like everyone should be able to shout from the rafters what it is. Got my one.
Let's go. Good job.
Got my one. This is gonna be
back in the game. Oh no.
Get out of my way. Here.
Nah, he's walling. There's no way.
Oh, you just break that, personally. I mean, this looks like just a run to A. I think it's they're going under. I think the only two likely plays here is they go under or they go to A. I should just stayed B main. What a fun game this is. Cool. Alright, well, it's still just a 1v2, and this is just like a free drone.
Spike planted.
Bye, knee. Oh, no, that's Clove. Bye, Clove.
Go, go.
Last player standing.
Wow. Wait, we're gaming. Man, they're just better. Is what it is. Closer to silver than iron. Doubt that.
Switching sides. Match point.
Right.
Why are they so determined to die?
Is there trips to break? Not really. Do I care about droning? Probably not even, right? Super slow. It's like a defaulty thing. Maybe we do just go this.
I'm out of here. Gotta go.
Maybe it is drone. Drone out sends or something.
I'm out of here.
Is there a stun? There's not a stun. I'm not punished. There's no mollies.
What about when and stop by? Go, go, go.
Oh, you won your last 7? 8.
Enemy spotted A.
Revealing area. Found them.
Reloading.
Deploying drone.
Can I get a heal?
Already used that.
Spike carrier is dead.
Spike down
I have
A.
the spike.
One enemy remaining.
Thank you, Neon.
GG, guys.
Chi.
Attackers
The
win.
big dip, yeah. Unless you get the new map. If you queue new map. Yeah, chillin'. I've definitely lost my playing edge, but that's to be expected. I haven't played this game in like months. There will be a new map by Masters Toronto. There hasn't been a new map yet. I kind of like went a little crazy on the pre, or like the prelude. Not the prelude, it's something. But yeah, that's 2 hours done. I'm gonna call it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you still are, good luck on your skill development and your like practice. That'd be crazy if you didn't, if you won't lose before the next map. That'd be insane. Be like, why do I even have to coach you? You're just winning everything. But yeah, I'm gonna dip out. I will I might see you all Saturday tomorrow. We'll see how I feel after work and other things. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But I'll definitely see everyone Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern for more VOD review. Good luck, have fun. I'll catch you guys then. Bye-bye.